Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We could be in for some fireworks in today's game. Both teams rank in the top 10 in total yards. The Bills are #1 in total yards and are going up against the Redskins defense that will need to be at the top of its game. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Well, Larry, no snow in the forecast, but the wind is whipping off Lake Erie and into New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills. From around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 20. Our scoreless game may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on first and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 on the year. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Let's go now, check.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Zone now. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
Here we go.
To throw on third down. Barr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail. But a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. Back to throw. Barr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw on second down. Barr. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. Looking to throw. Barr got his man complete over the middle. It's Newton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. All right, this offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Bills on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, in this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. Now a handoff looking right. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, in this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th.
Here we go. 38.
On third down, Barr throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Looking to throw on second. Down. Barr.
when you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, third and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
I know Paul Revere talked about my land.
Let's jump back into the action with his defense up against a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play.
They're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And as of now, folks, it's the Niners who have the lead there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one.
Here we go now. No, check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Nothing really overly complicated about this. The offense needs points and in a hurry with just over a minute to go in the contest. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Throwing to start the drive. Barr, they're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind him. He couldn't. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. Barr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. And it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Off the play fake. Barr flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Delay of game, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. The win here means...
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about the player.
Like football, rugby's a sport that's played with guys of all shapes and sizes. In his case, he was one of the big guys pushing and pulling blocks in the center of the pitch. He was playing rugby for a university in Australia before he was recruited to transfer and play football for 2 seasons here in America. His first year was spent adjusting to the game, getting used to the different rules and how to play his position properly. The guy even had to adjust how he tackled now that he had to wear pads and a helmet. But his second year is really where we started to see what he could potentially do. He's a physical player at the line of scrimmage. The team was able to pick up a good addition to its line with a bit of an interesting history.
Bears have just made Fuller their guy. Let's go to Adam for more.
A high-flying, hard-hitting defensive back, he was the subject of much criticism earlier this year after being unable to put together consistent performances week to week. Consistency doesn't even do the roller coaster of emotions he went through justice. A better description may have been puzzling. After turning in an exceptional performance in week 1 with 2 picks, he was downright terrible in week 2, being burned for 3 touchdowns. Week 3 saw him force a fumble and return it for a touchdown, and then week 4 saw him get beat on plays that led to critical scores and a close loss. The pendulum continued to swing both ways throughout the entire year, prompting one scout I spoke with to nickname him the Enigma. This pick could have a huge upside, providing this coaching staff has the patience for him to develop into a much more consistent player.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams. Adam, what can you tell us about the Giants' newest player?
Prospects can't take any risks before the draft, as many consider it to be one of the most important off seasons of their careers. Unfortunately, he's an example of what not to do when he suffered an injury playing a casual game of pickup basketball. Here's the catch. It was the week before the combine. Needless to say, he couldn't participate and lost out on a big opportunity to impress scouts. Fortunately, he still landed on a team, but it's still a lesson to all the young players out there to be smart before the draft.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Buccaneers have made their selection. What can we tell you about him? That's why we have Adam Schefter.
Well, he was creeping up draft boards around the league until he took a big hit late in the season that knocked him out for weeks. Unfortunately, when the combine invites went out, he was still rehabbing from corrective surgery. Without his combine numbers, it became difficult for scouts to compare him with other players in his position group. His pro day didn't help much either, as he looked much worse than he did before the injury. I've heard from a source that the team had a workout with him where they did their own evaluation of his health. I guess they must have liked what they saw to have just drafted him now.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the 49ers' latest pick.
A fundamentally sound offensive lineman whose last collegiate season was ended prematurely by a nasty ankle injury. He's a guy who has the potential to become a centerpiece on the line for years to come. If there's one point of contention about him, it's that after talking to several of my sources, there's a significant worry about the strength of his surgically repaired right ankle. The original injury happened when the ankle appeared to buckle while he was not engaged, raising some serious questions about leg strength. He's been known as a bit of a power lifter with exceptional upper body strength, leading some strength coaches to openly question if this explosive lifting is putting additional stress on his leg joints. He looked good at the combine with excellent lateral movement pushing off the ankle in question. We probably won't know how well that ankle holds up until about a year from now, after he's been through the rigors of an entire NFL season.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Seahawks are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Redskins team that will need to avoid those turnovers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down. So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big third down play coming up for this defense.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll set up a throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They run a draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the first down, convert on third down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18. Yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. So now it's first and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that's about as quick of a passing. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt.
Here we go. 38.
On third down, it's Craig down to the 25. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds an open man, Simpson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone.
Set. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll be out of of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the... And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns.
So time becoming an issue here late in this first half of action as we get back down to the field.
Here we go.
On first down, Barr. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again. Barr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On first and 10, Barr. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down, Barr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on second down, Barr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back to throw. Barr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Looking to throw. Barr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. To throw on third down. Four. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. On 3rd and 2, Barr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Barr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Time to get you back live again. This offense in the red zone as they've got it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. On 1st down, Barr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will... So here's the situation. They forced the fumble, got the football, and now they have it in the red zone. 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Barr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And this is going to be intercepted.